Sean, I still got to give you mad props for making that. It's so fun to watch.
I literally laugh every time, especially the part when you come over the wall and you just like point. Seriously makes me laugh every time. It's great.
My favorite is your golf shot. And how, it was just like, bam.
I can't believe I got like a par two or like two in the par five. It's crazy.
I can't believe that a rocket fell in my
I got a double eagle's nest.
All right, so let's go through some stuff so we can talk about some stuff, and then I can show you some stuff.
Stuff is good.
Obviously, we want to give a big shout out to our friends over at Grant and Patton Cigars. Again, the holidays are upon us. Find that uncle, or check this one out. Actually, this is actually pretty cool. Find that uncle, that aunt. That. This is a Espinosa. Check this. I don't know if you can see it. It's got like one of those wartime plain.
That's cool.
Yeah. They even come with like little humidor thing in it, and this one, Island Gym. This looks like a fun golfing one. Island Gym. That's cool. So yeah, we still have to get that underway. The giveaway. It's been super busy. There's been a lot of things going on our end, which we'll get into in a little bit. But I want to say what's up to everybody first. Scotty's Vodka, of course. Scotty and Jen over there slinging that crystal awesomeness.
The vodka.
Obviously, Tandaway Rum for supporting and helping us out through the trials and having fun. And that guy's all over the place. I mean, that guy, he's literally every single day he's somewhere else doing some huge Tandaway presentation. So if you're
even this is like 12 different cities in 12 days, all of the US is crazy watching him.
Yep. And then we've got Sean running SD Transport. And of course, I can be your travel advisor because I'm the best. You should just do what's best, I guess.
Do what's best.
All right. So, elephant in the room, not the big fan behind me. That's right. I'll try to block it out a little bit. Oh, that's actually a little bit better on my end.
What about Bob?
What about Bob?
Bob and Bob.
Got some Bob controversy. Oh, wow. Look at Reagan spelling English again. Trio. Are you spelling backwards? I don't know what that means. She's fired. All right. So, as a lot of you know or have heard, the CEO, Bob Chapek, has been removed from office. And within 30 seconds, Bob Iger was put back in place. Bob Iger was running things. He's actually the one who handpicked Bob Paycheck to take over when he was about to leave, and then said it was the worst decision he ever made in his life. And we've been suffering for the last 2 years dealing with what Bob Chapek had put in. So anything from the park pass reservations to increase in Genie Plus to the park hopping at 2, all that stuff that was like hindering everybody. The removal of fast passes, that was him as well.
Magical Express gone.
Yep. Magical Express is gone, so now you don't have any choice but to pay. And then we were all hopeful for this super speedy train that could go from like here to Miami in 18 seconds. And then at the very last second that you probably could, they were like,
nah,
no,
cancel it.
Just go to Universal. We don't want to deal with it. So a lot of things really got messed up for Disney. A lot of people lost a lot of faith in Disney. Everywhere you look, everywhere you read, it says everybody's saying the magic is gone. The magic is gone. Well, the magic is coming back. So everything that we're going to tell you guys tonight is stuff that we're hearing that's rumor only. This is not released by Disney. These are tweets that surface that got, canceled out, things that's been in the works for a while that nobody had been talking about or maybe slipped in a meeting or something like that. I do know that tomorrow is, what do they call that? The town hall. Bob Iger is doing for the cast members. He said cast members have to come first. So one of the things we want to talk about, and it was almost the first thing that came out, was the removal of park pass reservations. That is the first thing that everyone's saying. They're saying it's going to be happening by the first of the year or close in of the first of the year. But it's going to be tricky. It's not just going to be take away the pass reservations. If you have days that you're going, to the parks, you have to use them for those days. So you're not getting extra stuff. But it's also going to make what's going to happen with park hopping. If you don't have to make a park pass reservation, then you don't have to check into your first park and then go from park to park or wherever you're going to go from there. Go to Epcot at night for fireworks, start off at Magic Kingdom, head over to Hollywood
Universal.
Studios. I got Universal on the brain today, even though I just got back from Magic Kingdom like 2 hours ago. So that's going to be really interesting. I really want to see a few things happen. Sean and I were talking right before the stream about some of the blogs that are out there or the social media groups that have multiples and multiples, thousands of, what do they call those? Armchair referees or armchair CEOs. And a lot of these are starting off with, "Dear Mr. Iger, please remove this, please do this." And it's, yes, I know it's said in jest, but there's been hundreds.
So many.
And you have to understand that Disney's not just going to change. One guy said, what did he say? He said, take the park admission down and charge per ride. So this one person was like, all right, let's check this out. You bring it down to $25 to get in for the day, because that would be the inflation comparison to the 70s. Right. And then instead of 25 cents per ride, it's $6.50 per ride. Now, if you really go and think about that, that could be a pretty damn good day. Not for Disney monetary wise, because if you say, okay, I've got a family of 4, that's $100 to get in the park. We're going to ride 2 rides and then we're just going to go back to the hotel and swim. Disney's going to lose their ass. Like their absolute ass is going to be gone. So they're not going to be able to do things like that. But I would like to see something along the lines of fast passes to come back. After seeing that park pass reservations are going to go away, I would like to see fast passes come back in some fashion. I'm not really sure as to what fashion. I would like to see. I'm sorry. I would. Time out. Let me get my thoughts together. Let me get this sentence right. I know how I want it to look, and I know how I want it to be. I want them to bring it back with the 3 fast passes that you can book up to 60 days out. But I want them to charge $100 a person. That's all.
See, I still think they need to go the Universal route. Charge $100 to get in, $200 for fast pass per person.
Right.
Barely anyone buys it because it's so that are getting a great deal.
Right.
But yet it doesn't really bog down the normal lines. So the normal lines will continuously flow. The ones that buy it will get on. Everyone's happy and be done with it.
I'm in the same boat. I'm not standing near you on the craft. We were just talking about Genie Plus right before this, and that's something else we wanted to bring up. Genie Plus on November 26th was $29 per person, and it was never supposed to go over 22. That was the cap that they put on, and they said, yes, we know that there's going to be holidays and things like that. November 27th, the very next day, Genie Plus was $19 per person. But somebody's listening to something. Somebody's, they're trying to get things in the works. And I don't want to say that Iger gets all the credit for the park pass reservation modification, because they are saying that Chapek had actually started that a couple of months ago. But also, that's after he said there's absolutely no way we're changing park pass reservations.
Right. I mean, I do think a lot of it, though. Yes, a lot of people are very vocal about not liking it. I mean, they could have easily, kept the park reservations and just upped the number they gave out to match more like the pre-COVID capacities, because then it wouldn't matter. They would have been available.
How it's going to work now.
Right. But the other thing,
Disney's going to control how many reservations there are, period.
Well, they're doing that now. It's just, yeah. But I think the biggest factor of that is the 2 lawsuits that were filed by pass holders against Disney because of the park reservations.
Yep.
Because you're buying passes with no blackout dates, but then theoretically you have blackout dates if you can't get a park reservation.
Right. Yep.
So I could see them possibly unlimited park reservations for certain pass types to get around that, potentially.
Now, in the article that I read about park pass reservations, they said annual pass holders don't get excited because for now, we're still going to have to make park pass reservations.
Right. But so they're saying like single day ticket people won't have to make them. That's not true. What they're saying is they're automatically going to be included when you buy the ticket. So they're doing the work for you. You still have a park reservation. You just don't know you have it because Disney made it for you. Yep. Instead, you have to make it yourself. So nothing's theoretically changing at that point then, unless they increase the number of reservations.
I'm just pulling up the articles I was slinging out to you
earlier.
Where is it? Here it is.
Regardless, by next year, there's going to be some major changes going on at Disney, hopefully for the better.
I mean, Iger's back. Iger is really more about the cast and about the experience that happens in the parks. Now, everybody's got to keep in mind, too, that Disney isn't just Walt Disney World and Disneyland. It's not. It's Disney Media. What's up, Joe? How are you? What is Joe Myers? Joe Myers cooked a pretty good-looking turkey the other day. Look, I think he smoked it. It looked pretty damn good.
Didn't they say like parks only account for like 10% of their revenue? It's a very small amount.
It's a very small amount because they put everything into Disney Plus.
Right.
And Disney Plus has been doing great, but it's not. I mean, a $9 a month or $6 whatever promotion they're running. You go with Verizon, you get it for free for a year or whatever it's going to be. That's not the amount of money. Now, the amount of money that moves through Walt Disney World and Disneyland is insane.
Right.
Like walking into the shop today, it's just, there's people with 4 or 5 bags, like purses. They're grabbing the cups, the new toy, the Christmas everything.
I know with Disney Plus, not that I would ever tell you to cheat the system, but if you would happen to have a Gmail account you never used before, right now or up through tomorrow, you can get a Hulu Disney Plus bundle for $5 a month for Black Friday. Wow. For a year. Yeah. So if you have you could cancel your current subscription, start a new Gmail account, resubscribe under that new account, and you'll pay $5 a month for the rest of the year for Disney Plus and Hulu. Mind you, there's ads, but for $5 a month, it's pretty damn cheap.
Right. Here's the quote. I can show you. I mean, this is DisneyFanatic.com. Again, this isn't really a clickbait one. This isn't like WDW News Today. That's more of clickbait. They're like, look, Mickey's shoe fell off and it hit some little kid and he's in the hospital forever. This says, guests with date-based theme park tickets would not need a separate parks pass reservation as Disney would be controlling the amount of guests by limiting the amount of ticket sales rather than park passes.
So it's literally the exact same thing.
Yes. However, if you are an annual pass holder, then don't get too excited just yet, as the rumor says that annual pass holders will still need a park pass reservation for the time being. I get it. You can't just jump in the water and do a cannonball. You know what I mean? You gotta go over there and see how cold the water is, how deep it is, if there's any sharks in there. Like they're gonna try everything that they possibly can, but hopefully that everybody doesn't have to.
I just don't get. They had zero problems pre-COVID with attendance. They had their four-phase system. If it got busy, it worked great. No one really complained. Even when it went to phase 4, no one could get in the parks.
Yep.
It was what it was.
Yep.
So dive in head first and go back to it. Like, I mean, I get it's nice for Disney to know how many people to expect at each park per day. So I could see them wanting to keep reservations for that reason. But they could still make it where they don't limit the number of reservations. They just make you get one so they know who's coming.
Right. So they can allocate how many people are going to be in each one. But that and then taking away the park hopping at 2:00.
Right.
That alleviates a lot of problems for them.
Right.
Because at 2 o'clock, a lot of people were rushing to Epcot, or if they didn't get their, excuse me, Guardians of the Galaxy, or running to Magic Kingdom so they can make sure they get the fireworks at night, like all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
I just think it makes it a lot more fluid. A lot of the people who like to do the 4-park one day, experience, it changes people's vacations a little bit, as to like what you can get accomplished in one day without getting a VIP tour.
Right.
Like, literally. I need water.
That is Nate's vodka glass. Don't let him.
That is Nate's vodka glass. Nate right now is not drinking, because Nate has to take some acid reducer. It's this stuff.
Oh, that's the same stuff I have.
Yep. Omeprazole.
Yep. Is that the 14-day course thing? You supposed to take like once a day for 14 days?
It doesn't say days. It just says it takes 1 to 4 days for it to start doing its routine, because if you take it every day. And then I gotta eat these things too.
Oh yeah.
But I'm doing one each a day.
Next thing you know, you're gonna take a stool softener and prune juice and be in bed by 6.
No, I have absolutely no problem with that right now. Now the other end was just weird. But for right now,
maybe when Nate finally goes in to get a GI scope, we'll do a Drunk Disney Dad live, and we'll live stream.
That'll be the scope. Camera. It'll be this camera just going
right down Nate's throat. That'd be fantastic.
What was the second one I sent you that we wanted to talk about? Oh, it was the Genie Plus.
Yeah,
Genie Plus sees drastic price drop.
In theory, the concept's fine. I think they could stick with the Genie Plus. What the biggest problem is they need to eliminate the time thing. Like, you can't make people wake up at 7 a.m. to pick times for rides, and then you don't get a ride till like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's just a waste of money. And like, no.
Well, that's what I've been telling everybody. I said, if you don't get Park Hopper and you get your ride at 3 p.m. at Magic Kingdom, and or 5 p.m. at Magic Kingdom, because that's where they slotted you, it has nothing to do with when you log in.
No.
You know what I mean? It's sporadic. It's not like first person, 7 o'clock, 7:05. It doesn't. I mean, a lot of people will get one, or they'll get, but it's all random. There's no way, because there's so many people accessing it. There's no way to tell who's number 2.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think it's too confusing for a lot of people, and I think it holds people to the parks.
Yep.
I think you got to let people, like fast passes, come back. I want to do 3 o'clock. Okay, well, let's make sure we're there at 3. Or I want to do, 11 o'clock. All right, let's make sure we're there at 11. It was a lot easier than this lottery randomness.
Right.
Not to mention, well, yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to the park hopping. It really is. If they can figure out a way to get rid of the park hopping and keep the Genie Plus, I don't know. It's a lot of money, but they just need to simplify it. Like you said, do what Universal does. Sell the fast pass. I mean, what was that? Remember that day we were at your house and that woman called me and she was in Universal and wanted to get fast passes? It was $350 a person.
Yep.
It was St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
$350 per person for a family of 7. She told me I was crazy and hung up on me.
Yeah. And keep in mind too, Universal, if you stay at their deluxe hotel, you get free express pass.
Yeah, it's brainless. If you look at the price difference, it's dumb.
And their top tier pass holders get free express after 4 p.m.
Yep.
Why?
And free valet parking. Shut up.
Free valet parking.
That's the best thing ever. You get your own entrance. You have your own security, your own entrance, your own elevator. You don't have to walk through the parking garage all the way down through that big circle of security. One little thing, you see the guy, you put your stuff in the thing, you're in the elevator, you're up, and you're right at City Walk.
Yep.
One of those people mover, people runner, whatever they call those things, conveyor belts, people conveyors.
And the best part is, people pay that money for the there's two options at Universal. There's one fast pass per ride, or there's limited fast passes per ride. Most people opt for the one per ride, but the major rides aren't even included. So you're paying $300 and you don't get Velocicoaster. You don't get the Harry Potter Hagrid's ride, and people still buy it and they don't complain about it. It's like, it's crazy how it works.
Joe is literally at the parks more than all of us combined.
Yes, he really is.
Joe, where are you going? You going to Disney? Back to Contemporary? We met up with Joe Myers. He was here a few weeks ago, month and a half ago. Well, that's when all the sickness started, Joe. I think you put a roofie in my drink. That's what happened. So
can we talk about what's going on too right now at Disney? You kind of mentioned it, but yesterday, 4:15 p.m., not a single person in Trader Sam's.
Yeah,
that never happened. There's only a 2 to 3 hour wait to get in Trader Sam's.
4:15, no one in there. No. So Trader Sam's usually get in line at 1:45. If it's a weekend, it seems to be around then. They come out at 2:00 and take your name, or sometimes a few minutes early, take your name. As soon as they get through like 10 or 12 people, you give them your name and your number. As soon as they get through like 12 people, they start telling people, okay, so right now it's going to be like a 45-minute to an hour wait list. And then it's, once they get through another 20 people, you can hear them say it's going to be like 2 to 3 hours once people start rotating. 4:15 p.m., not one person in Trader Sam's.
Yeah.
That's rough. That is rough. I mean, we were at Tambu the other night when Anthony and his wife were here, my birthday, and that place was like, boom, slamming. The whole bar was full. They were slinging drinks left and right. Oh, Joe's going to Riviera.
Nice. Oh, excellent hotel. I really like Riviera.
I love. Yeah,
it's not. I'm
starting to like it more. I don't love it, but I do like what it has on property.
Right.
Your brother's there now. That's funny. Crazy. You guys are crazy. He just went on the Wish, and he was just at Contemporary, and now he's coming back down in December. Don't get upset when a lot of people are not there at Trader Sam's. I love it when people don't know about it. Well, the thing is it's become a niche. It was the hidden bar. It was the secret door. What goes on? But now it's been 6 years, almost 6 years. Like, people know about it.
Right.
Hell, people got to start spreading the word. If it's 4:15, they're not in there. I mean, I've been there, put my name in, went swimming, walked around. You get called like 3 hours later. Standing room only. You have to stand up against the wall, which I don't mind. I'm just saying, like, that's the busyness that I'm used to from Grotto. I don't know. But if you're going to Trader Sam's, if you're going to Grotto, you're going there. Like, the people who line up there aren't like, what's this? I might as well just hang out until this lady comes out here and takes my name and see what happens. Because everything else is exposed. You can literally, right above it is Tambu. Well, not right above it, but a little bit.
A little above.
But it's wide open. Plus, you have all that whole seating area where everyone waits for Ohana, and you can just go grab drinks at Tambu, go sit over there.
Yeah.
I had Walter the other night. He was like,
I mean, Trader Sam's is fun, don't get me wrong, but I would much rather sit out on the terrace, the Tiki Terrace.
I would much
live music, great views. It's beautiful out there.
I'd rather sit at Riviera on their big open sky porch.
Yeah, that too.
That's awesome. A lot of people walking around Polly, and then notice Trailer Sam. Yeah, he's a trailer right now. There's no trailer. But like, with the temperatures cool down and stuff like that, it's nice to sit outside. Because Alika's out there, he's usually playing music, and everybody just kind of gets into it. Sky Porch is my favorite. It's becoming one of my favorite places to go, just because every time we go, it's comfortable furniture. It's super quiet and chill, and
great views.
It's in a foofy place. Whoa!
Oh, hey!
Whoa! You were there. We went looking for you today. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe he's not at Territory tonight.
He's by the Evil Queen.
Hello, dropping a comment on my brief break here at the forest. So, Mike is working Artist Point tonight.
Is Mike friends with the evil queen?
Yeah.
I've never seen Mike and the queen together in the same place.
She would be a little beardy. Thankfully,
the bearded queen.
The service bar. Woodford out. All right, Mike. Well, it's great to see you. Thanks for jumping in and saying hello. Artist Point tonight, territory tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Monday? Let's go
Monday.
to territory tomorrow.
Possibly.
Just say, dude, the tree. Oh my god, I'm gonna show pictures in a minute. Hold on. All right, Joe is going crazy. Try again. Try the other. There's two names.
Yeah, it's hard to get a hold of Scotty on Facebook because sometimes there's Scotty and sometimes it's fake Scotty and sometimes it's just
exactly.
But
I poked my head in the bar, but I didn't see you. Yeah. Oh my god, Sean. All right, check this out, right? So
okay, here we go. I'm sitting down.
You know my tummy's been cranky.
Yep.
And I'm not supposed to have chocolate.
Yep.
Well, in the lobby of Wilderness Lodge when we got back from Magic Kingdom, we were just walking around taking pictures and stuff like that. And they had a hot chocolate and apple cider bar.
Ooh.
Dude.
I love apple cider.
They were serving the big cups, the big insulated cups that they make for the coffees in the morning, like when you get coffees to go and you go into the parks or something.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate, $3.50. Nuts.
Wow, that's it?
Speaking
of apple cider, how long does apple cider stay good in a refrigerator?
I don't know if it's good now.
Like October might be too far.
Oh, October, it might not be too bad. It's only November. All right, guys, let me show you some pictures now that we got a bunch of people in here that just crashed the party.
Is Mike pooping out or popping out?
Oh boy, I don't think I really want to know.
I have horrible spelling, so.
So went to first saw Sean this morning at the downtown Claremont, which is we just like to go there. It was slow today, but kids go back to school tomorrow after the vacation, which is what our friend Toria told us. But still, all the vendors were out slinging that merch, and the saxophone guy was there playing all the Christmas hits. Then they left. They had stuff to do, and we just were like, let's go look at trees, and then we ended up going to Magic Kingdom. But this was Frontierland, and we're talking, I don't know, it couldn't have been 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So this is Frontierland with your back to Splash Mountain, walking towards Haunted Mansion.
Okay. Wow.
Dude, there's no one at the parks.
That is pretty dead.
All right. We walked up to Haunted Mansion. This was on our way to here. Wait time was 40 minutes. We got to the doors in 12 minutes.
I swear they do that on purpose to encourage Genie Plus.
Right.
Or Lightning Lane.
Yeah, a Lightning Lane. Yeah, either one. This is the backdrop right here that we're using now for the picture just because it's awesome.
Christmas time.
Toy Soldier, you can see the Christmas tree to the left, and then you can see the castle to the right. It was about 80 degrees today. Gorgeous, partly cloudy, partly sunny. It would go away, come back. For all of you who have been on Spaceship Earth, the lights were on today, and that is what Spaceship Earth looks like.
Oh, wow.
Okay. It is the smallest.
Space Mountain?
I'm sorry. Yes, Space Mountain. It's the smallest ride. It's literally this big. All the tracks run in there doing this, twisting and twirling and stuff like that. It was not running. They had people up on the scaffolding and stuff, so they must.
Was it like planned maintenance or?
I don't know. Yeah, I did. I wrote Space.
It's cool though when you're on the People Mover and you get to see that stuff.
This was cool. Also People.
That's what that is. Okay, now I get it. From People Mover inside Space Mountain.
It's all redone. The voicing, it's all redone.
I heard there. Yeah.
The whole thing's different. It's a whole different. It's actually really cool. I don't want to give any of it away. This is Tron. I didn't realize that the top of Tron was this hard. Like it's very, it looks super thick. Because when they were first putting it on, it just looked like they were almost like stretching tapestry, like not tapestry.
Right.
Those 3-point things that people put on there,
right?
Patios.
But that piece right there, that's an inflatable.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that's filled with air. That's air pockets.
It looked solid.
I'm sure it is solid, but it's definitely like really good inflatable thing, I guess.
And if you guys look right here on the track, it is running. They run it most all day, every day now, from what I'm hearing.
It's got to be. I know they're saying March, April of next year, but I have a
No,
feeling it's gonna be
yeah.
sooner.
No, they're going to tie it into the end of the 50th.
I mean, it's smart, but
Yeah, because they keep saying end of March, beginning of April, which is when all of that stuff's going to happen.
I
And
could
then
see them doing some pass holder previews or something
oh
like
yeah, you're going to do
prior.
DVC previews. There'll be
Right.
cast member preview. There'll be 2 or 3
Drunk Disney Dad
weeks of that.
previews,
Drunk Disney Dad
which
previews.
would be me and Mike since you don't ride coasters.
Well,
So,
Mike will be in the forest, so it'll be you.
and
Um,
I don't have a pass, so
and as we were leaving, so the way that the park works today, let me just take this down for a second. The way that the parks work on days that they're having the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is Not So Scary Halloween Party guests can enter at 4 o'clock. They get a wristband when they walk up to the turnstile. They get a wristband. And they're allowed to be in there from 4 until the party's over, which is 12, I guess,
12 or 1 in the morning. Yeah,
or 1 in the morning. But the rest of the park has to be out by 6.
yes,
And you can't go book you can't book a dining reservation in the Magic Kingdom at 6:05, so you can hopefully see cool stuff. Like they're not dealing with you.
yeah.
And then so this was the sign as we were leaving, just to show you guys what it looks like. There's just a woman holding this. Welcome to now behind there is the drove of attendees. To go to the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, you do not need a park ticket. You just need a ticket to
Party.
the party itself. So if that's something that you're thinking about doing, just know you're not going to spend $300 to get into the park. It's only I don't know what $180, I think. All the nights had different prices: 169, 189, something like that. But yeah, that's a lot of the stuff that went on. That's what today was all about, really.
Yep.
And just
And Saturday we went to Aquatica, and I know we say this a lot, but that is the most underrated water park in Orlando. It is so much
absolutely.
fun. It was literally dead. Almost every water slide you could just walk up and
Yep.
just go right on.
The kids were going on the water slide, hitting the bottom, turning, like getting out of it and going right back up.
Yep. And it was, I don't know, it was just a blast. I always have so
Nothing
much
was
fun
a
over
wait.
there.
There wasn't a wait for food. There wasn't a wait for drinks. The bar was just wide open.
Yeah. So, Foxbook user says, was it cold? Temperature wise, it wasn't the warmest. I mean, it was still in the high 70s, but it was cloudy, so a little breezy.
Right.
But the water is heated. Nate disagrees,
It's
but
not 82 degrees.
the water is heated. I don't know if it's 78, 80, 82. It's whatever it is, but it is heated. It's a constant temperature. It's one of those things where you first get in, you're like, ooh, like it just shocks you, but you instantly get used to it. And then after that, it's fine the rest of the day. So yes, waiting for mix. But no, I mean, they have decent food. Everything's fairly reasonable. It's a cheap park to get an annual pass to. So you get SeaWorld and Aquatica. I think we never rented a locker.
Yourself, Fache. We need to know who you are, Fache.
We never rented a locker. We've always just left our stuff on our chairs, and no one's ever messed with it. It's pretty safe. They do have lockers, so I'm sure it might be $30. I honestly don't know. Never got one. Never felt the need to get one. It's pretty safe there. But yeah,
the locker wouldn't fit all of our shit anyway.
No, we have bags and bags and bags.
Bags and bags.
Bags on bags.
You don't have to run to a locker to get a towel to dry yourself off if you just came out of the wave pool and you're hanging out on the beach.
But yeah, so get there kind of early. We get there around 11 o'clock. They have a great, huge beach next to the wave pools, that a bunch of chairs and loungers. We always try to find a spot that's partially in the sun, partially in the shade, so we can get best of both worlds. And then we just leave our stuff. We head right to the lazy river. They have two. They have the lazy river, which is truly a lazy river where you sit in a inner tube. That one's fun but slow. And then they have the one where you wear a life jacket, no tubes, and you just go and it takes you. It's kind of like a rapid type river.
Just lift your legs.
Lift your legs and let it take you. It's so much fun. It's relaxing. I could float in there for hours.
We do.
So we usually do about 2 or 3 laps there, and then we just kind of go hang out and let the kids go do their thing on the water slides and eat lunch. And we're usually out by about 3 o'clock, typically. If you're there by the end of the year, every Saturday they do a Christmas movie on the beach. So at 5:45 they have those big inflatable movie screens. It's pretty cool. And you get some popcorn and a soda, and you just watch the movie. And we have not done that yet, but it seems like it could be something fun. But that's our Christmas tradition.
Yep.
We open our gifts, and then we meet at Aquatica and to spend the Christmas day at a water park, assuming that it's decent out.
Yeah, the place was empty.
Yeah,
empty. It'll be even more empty on Christmas Day because last year it was just like, is it open? Like there was no one there.
Right.
But we had the whole beach. They have these. That's the other thing that's cool. So they have a huge beach area where you could just lounge out. You could obviously get a tan. You could play volleyball. But they have these huge umbrellas. Like they're not crank up. They don't break. They're like, I don't know, 6-inch steel poles that go into like way down into the beach, and then it has all these like extension arms that come out with this huge umbrella. I mean, we had how many people? We must have 12.
I had 7. Yep, he had 4. So that's 11 right 11, there.
And then on
14. So we had 14 people.
We had 14 people, and everybody could stay in the shade.
Yep.
So bug spray for the nighttime movie. Oh hell yeah!
Anyway, yeah.
It's cool because I like their wave pool better than other people's wave pools because usually everybody else's wave pool is just and one huge wave comes over and it just crushes everybody, and then it's like, oh boy, all right, let's wait 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever it is. This one, when it's, I think, what is it, 4 minutes or 5 minutes?
Yeah, it's
nice waves. They're probably like 3 feet, because you go all the way out to where they're made, and you just sit there and you're up and down. And you can touch the bottom if you're 6 foot tall. You can touch the bottom. So
it's definitely a good time. So it's a fun weekend.
Yeah. What else did we do this weekend? Oh, I spatchcocked a turkey.
You did spatchcock your turkey.
That was Thursday. We beat it with a pan. It was actually really good. I thought all the food was fantastic. Everyone fell asleep at Sean's house.
Way too much food, like ridiculously amounts of food. And then Friday, I did nothing.
Big, huge shout out to Tom for making those egg rolls again. His egg rolls they're ridiculous. They're so good, so good. I love those little like rice shoots that are in there. They're really.
I probably shouldn't have ate 6 of them with all the other hors d'oeuvres before, an hour before we ate. But
yeah, we had hors d'oeuvre. Anyone? We had hors d'oeuvres came out at 12, and then all the big portions came out. The mashed potatoes, the mac and cheese, the turkey, the ham, everything else came out at 3. By 3:45, Tom was snoring on Gary's arm. Then Gary fell asleep. Then I'm sitting there going,
food coma all around.
We left Sean's at it was like 7:30,
something like that.
We didn't even pull out of the parking spot. Both the kids were out.
But back to real world tomorrow. Back to a routine.
Yeah, back to the real world. So I know that a lot of people up north, you guys don't have the type of extended vacation that we do. Ours is the entire week. So literally we've had the kids for 9 days. But yeah, back to reality tomorrow, trying to get everybody to go to bed in a few minutes and get that. Oh boy.
Looks like Joe Myers smoked a turkey.
Yeah, I would have spatchcocked the turkey, but you guys had way more fun than I did smoking a turkey, but the turnout was water in your mouth. I wouldn't want water in my mouth. Best turkey in the world. Not trying to put you down, but it was awesome. Hey,
Well,
man,
Joe,
I'm glad it came out good.
Here's an open invite to Thanksgiving next year at our house. You just got to
Yeah.
smoke the turkey.
Yeah. But yeah.
You remember the turkey had the retainer?
Yeah, my boy was yanked it right out of his mouth.
Oh, yeah. Tara reminded me that we were making fun of the retainer.
We
I had to go
need
back and watch
another
the
day or
movie.
two of rest. Who is this Fache book?
It could be my mother who's
okay.
trying to get her. Their flight. They were here all week. My mom and my two nephews. They fly home tomorrow. They leave at 7:15 a.m. So I got to be at the airport by 5:15 at the latest. Means you have to leave my house around 4:30. Yeah.
So what makes me nervous is I was, when you turn on Spectrum, the first thing that comes on is the news, and they just happen to be in the middle of saying, so today, meaning Sunday, is the top three, one of the top three busiest Thanksgiving days for travel. They're like, if you're going to MCO, blah blah blah. I don't know what tomorrow is. I'm hoping that but I can imagine.
Tomorrow's gonna be horrible.
MCO right now must be an absolute zoo.
Yep, it is.
That place is crazy. But yeah, that's all I got. We had a busy week, long week.
A lot of good Christmas things coming up.
Yep.
Like Nate mentioned in the past, we have a lot of great ideas for next year. We're going to be a lot more doing lives from the parks, the hotels. Every other Friday, we will be visiting a different restaurants, primarily theme park, but could be just a local restaurant in Orlando area, and we're going to start giving some reviews on those. We'll be going live from the miscellaneous restaurants that we attend and stuff. So we want to do different things for you guys. So if you have any like great ideas or things you want to see us do, comment, post it, message.
Spent 9 hours on a 14-pound turkey. Oh, 14.
Yeah, we had 25.
Right.
And it only took us 3 hours, I think. 3.5.
Sorry, it wasn't a Scotty's vodka. Name drop. So are you winning yet?
I haven't checked the score of the
John's got a skedaddle because his game is on. And
I gotta watch us lose the Eagles.
Yeah, you won't lose, you'll win.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We'll come back next week, or actually, maybe we'll go live for a little bit tomorrow night if we go. All right, love you too, Joe.
See you, Joe.
If we get over to territory, maybe that seems to be like the place we go live now, though. It's like
right.
We've done Wilderness Lodge so many times, but we can at least show you all the decorations because it's ridiculous.
Apparently, we're losing 13-0. Shocker.
Game just started like 8 minutes ago.
Yep.
Okay. Well.
All right.
All right. Well, Scotty's vodka.
What is that? Poker chip?
Yep. It's a ball marker too.
Huh?
For golf. Oh, we should do another golf outing and have Sean along with us again. That was fun.
I was a great commutator / drinker / everything.
We'll do a foursome. You'll be the fourth, and we'll just grab some clubs.
I have some clubs I can get, so just let me know.
Yep.
I've never golfed a day in my life, so
it's so easy.
Y'all can laugh at me and we'll have a good time.
You saw us play. I don't know what you think is worse. I don't know how.
Yeah, there was a few moments I'm thinking I could definitely do this.
Kerplunk.
We'll mention names, but
4 bang houses. I mean, it's like, yeah.
Or the whole. That was about 3. Yeah. Took me 8 putts, but about 3.
Welcome to golf, man.
Yeah. All right, everyone. It's been fun.
Yep, it has been fun. I love golf, and I can't wait to move down there and golf with you. Joe, you're gonna kill us.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a 14-pound water turkey and beat us all. All right, guys, have a good week. Be safe and be nice to everybody. Say hi. Hold the
Talk
door
to you later.
open. Hold the door open for Sean.
For me.